Hey guys, welcome back to another episode with the MTB Shed. Today we're going to be installing a Pressfit bottom bracket on a 2020 Trek Stache 7. So Pressfit bottom brackets require a lot of special tools, so we do recommend bringing that into a shop. As you can see here, I've already greased this guy up with my favorite grease, the Super Web from Rock and Roll. It's a very water resistant grease, so it's going to hopefully stay in place. Very thin coating on both sides. And as the camera jumps to the other side here, we will see I've already got one cup setting there. I am using the bottom bracket bearing press fit from Part Tool. It's a BBP-1. I've got an adapter here. This is a Raceface EXI Crankset. I have to find the right adapter, and by utilizing the right adapter, it'll have a nice snug fit into my bottom bracket. So this is a 92 millimeter shell. 92 millimeters is here to here. That's really important. You might have an 89.5, but this is a boost-based bike, so it's got 92 millimeters on this mountain bike. So I'm not going to use the spacer on Raceface Pressfit, the 8992. If it was an 89.5, then I would use that spacer in there. I don't need to do that. I've already got this guy started a little bit before I decided that we were going to record this as well. So I'll make sure I got the right spacer, 24 mil spindle. This is your 24 mil right here. So some of the Raceface are going to be 30 mil, so you need to get the 24 mil if you have 24 mil spindle. So that's one thing to know. The other thing again is your bottom bracket shell width. So all easy stuff. Bottom brackets are my least favorite thing in the world to deal with, but here we are. To really wind this guy in. I like to do these one at a time just to make sure everything is going in straight. If you try to do both at the same time, there is a possibility that you start putting them in crooked, and once you start putting them in crooked, you could A, damage your frame, or B, you have to yank them out or knock it back out and probably buy a new bottom bracket, which these run about 40, 50 bucks, so you're not really going to want to do that. All right. Make sure everything's nice and lined up before I start tightening this guy. Everything looks good. Come around to the other side here with you guys. And I'm just watching and making sure this goes in straight. That's in, so now I can release my pressure. Very good. We've got our first side in. Now this is going to have the sleeve on it, so we want to make sure that everything's fitting together nice and snug and straight. And again, we're going to have that winding side. I'm going to wind this tool back out. I'm going to grab my cover to make sure we're evenly distributing weight across that bearing. And that's the thing, if you're trying to do this at home and you don't have the proper tools, then you're going to be putting weight maybe on parts that don't really want all that weight. Oopsies. It's not going to sit. Let's see if we got something better for this guy. Need a 24 mil. So Part Tool is going to have all these bits and pieces here for you. Kind of like that one. It's not perfect. It's not perfect either. Mil, 24, 37, which I don't think is going to be. No, we'll just use this guy. It's close enough fit. So again, we've got that sleeve on there now. Kind of load that guy. Make sure that's sitting tight. Again, we want to kind of just get this snugged up there and then make sure everything's nice and straight before we really applying any torque. I like to take my time when I do this and really kind of check things and make sure things are going in straight, which they are. And boom, that's it. That's how you install press fit. This is a really easy job if you have the right tools. If you don't have the right tools, it's a very difficult job. I recommend taking into the shop. So once you get done with that, you can install your crankset if you would like. Again, we recommend a little bit of grease on this guy. I'm just going to use the Super Coat grease from Rock and Roll, so a little bit different grease. Not quite as tacky, it's a little bit slicker, not quite as water resistant, but still does a good job. This would be a good job for like your poly lube. And as you can see here, I'm just greasing the areas that are going to make contact with other metals. So I don't need to grease this part of the shaft. I'm just greasing these areas where it's all going to rub together. We want to make sure we have clean surfaces. Everything should be clean before we reinstall it on a bike. If it's dirty like this, wipe it down. Actually, clean this up a little bit better and apply a little bit of grease here too. We don't want, anytime you have two metal surfaces coming in contact with each other, that we're going to have to remove at some point. We typically are going to need to put grease on those. And when we're talking about threads, that's a different story. But when we're working on you know, press fit type things, grease is a good friend when we need to try to remove this stuff later on. So nice and clean and ready for reinstall. A little bit of grease. I want this job to be easy the next time you have to do it. Bottom brackets, I mean, depends on where you ride at, but you know, once a year, that's probably pretty common, maybe even twice a year for some folks. Depends on, again, conditions you ride in, where you live. We're here in the Midwest. People don't change it on anywhere near that often. But maybe they should. I think I can still get that chain on after the fact. So that's all in there. Torque specs on these bolts are going to be 40 Newton meters for the Raceface FX cranks. I do believe, double check that in your manual or whatever cranks you're using. Do a quick Google search and figure that out. I believe my torque wrench is out in the back, so I won't be able to torque it down for you guys, and I'm actually going to look up and make sure it is 40. I do believe that's the case. We install a lot of these, but that's it, guys. That's all it takes. Reinstall your cranks and you're ready to start riding, and that's it. Easy as can be. Again, if you are installing New press fit bottom bracket. Get the right tools to do the job. If you don't have the right tools, bring it into a shop. Let us handle it for you. It's not worth damaging or destroying your frame. There's no fixing that later on. There's nothing like having the nice feel of good bearings on your bike. That's where we're pedaling from. So keep that in mind. Again, please subscribe. Check out any of the other videos we have on the channel. A lot of stuff with Linda, the shop dog, or just kind of simple repair videos that you guys might be curious from a more kind of straightforward explanation than very technical stuff. But subscribe, like, thanks.